Hey, what's up, guys? So in this video, I want to talk to you about how to ask an OT what their salary is. I feel like this was really hard for me as a OT student in getting into the OT field. Just a lot of people don't want to talk about their salary because it just makes people uncomfortable. Like, who wants to tell you how much money they make? Um, but what I found is that you can ask people, instead of just asking like what their salary is, you can ask them like what you can expect starting out as a new grad at this location. Maybe you're not a new grad, so you could ask like, if I was a new grad, how much would I make here after 5 years or after 10 years? Like what would you expect that I might make, just so I can have a general idea of what how much OTs make. I feel like this is a good, like, reasonable question to ask. Another thing you can do is, maybe you haven't been to the facility yet. You can just send an email out to the HR department or even the director and just say, "Hey, I'm interested in looking at OT jobs, but I just want to kind of get a rough estimate of how much OTs make in this area." But that might be hard, if you decide to work in that at that location, like if you called a hospital and then you want to later apply at that hospital, that might be hard to ask that question. So what you can actually do is you can call and ask another hospital in the area and say, "Hey, I'm a new student or a new grad, and I'm just trying to get an idea of how much OTs make. And I was wondering if you wouldn't mind just telling me how much a new grad or someone who's worked there for 10 years, how much they could make for their yearly salary or their hourly salary." And it's just a simple way, to kind of get a rough estimate of how much OTs make. Now, another thing you can do is, I actually have a blog post that I'll post in the description below that kind of talks about OT salary overall. And you can also go to you could find different like new. You could also go on Instagram or Facebook, or just look up OTs that are new graduates, or maybe that are working in the field in like a city or like a location that you're looking at, and just reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm an OT, or I'm looking to be an OT, and I'm really interested in finding out how much OTs make." And just ask them like bluntly, like, "Do you know how much money I can make in this area?" You don't have to ask them their current salary, but you can say like, "As a new grad, do you know how much I could make like in a hospital or in rehab or home health or whatever?" So try to find someone who's already working in that field. Like, say you find a hand therapist that's working in Cincinnati. Just reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm interested in doing hand therapy in this area, and I was curious to know how much OTs make in that area." That's just a simple way to kind of ask people how much they make without making it uncomfortable. Okay, I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.